Is a very familiar and friendly face, the lovely, the talented Miss Layla K.
Thank you very much. Thank you. It is great to be here. It's Tuesday, we're live, and thank you guys for watching.
Thank you for showing up.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. On the show today, the Spore Creature Creator. And around the net, we'll play with the newly released app that allows you to dabble in bioengineering without all that pesky schooling.
Yeah.
Fun. Take big lens. Plus, in the loop, one-on-one, we're going in-depth with the director of engineering at Mozilla about Firefox 3. That's right. We're getting all tech on your ass today, and you're welcome, America.
I dig it. Also, we're taking you ringside to the Grand Sumo Tournament. Winners the biggest bellies in the world slam together in the hopes of finding a grand champ.
They're big.
Plus, we'll learn some sumo tips from our favorite sumo out there, Americas. And then it's time for break moments and de-evolution. Today, we'll see a guy in a wheelchair go down an escalator backwards, and a kid get hit in the head by a 700-pound cannon.
Yay! We're making parents proud today.
All right, guys, time now to run down the top 5 things on the web at this very millisecond in time.
Oh, it's precise.
I know, it's deep.
Let's go around the net. Today's number 5 reminds us that it's the simple things in life that can truly bring us the most enjoyment. Kind of like a smile, you know, from a friend.
I personally like the cheerful laugh of a really, really cute baby.
What?
Like...
No. There's no, hey, thanks for coming on, Kaylee, but there's no way we're starting off the dam around the net with a baby laughing video.
No, trust me, this one is worthy. And look, just, can we slow it down a little bit, please? Let's do it.
Okay.
I wouldn't let you down.
It reminds me of my brother when we say, yes, we're going to Quiznos. And it's, you know, okay, I'm willing to concede that while baby laughing videos still have no place on the show,
that was good.
Slow motion baby laughs do. Well played, Miss Kaylee.
Thank you.
Welcome to the Around the Net, everybody. This is Layla's net. What's that?
Actually, that's my little Bubba I got.
You have a kid?
Yeah, I do. He's about 3 years old. I had to bring him in today. My babysitter didn't show. I'll be right back. I gotta go make sure he's okay. Hang on. Oh, memento.
How did you squeeze one out of there?
Okay.
That's not even possible.
Oh, baby, don't cry. Here's some food.
Yeah, lots of love there, huh? The resemblance is just startling, Layla.
He looks like my ex-husband.
Yeah. Hope he's adopted. Let's move on, shall we? And at number 4 is a video of a drunken fella in Monterrey, Mexico. Woo!
Mexico!
Yeah, nothing special there, we get it. But, wait for it, there's more.
Yes, well, he's clearly having a tough time both with alcohol and getting a ride. The Mexican news reports that he was distraught because his wife took his child over the border to a less drunken life in America.
Oh, how could he? Now, when we enhanced the audio here, we also discovered that the clip is, believe it or not, damning evidence that violent video games are indeed shredding our social fabric. This is terrible.
Taxi! Gee, thanks. What's going on? Stop! Buddy! I'm going to have to take this. What are you doing?
Yeah, the Red Rabbits arrived and saved the boat from becoming another corpse in Liberty City streets.
Yet another statistic. It's sad.
It's very sad.
All right, today's number 3 combines 2 of my greatest fears, all right? Airport shuttles and lady drivers.
Dude, that's so messed up. I'm going to knock you out.
No, it's not messed up. It's women on wheels.
Now, this is internal bus security camera footage showing the exact route of the terminal to car transportation, but on the plus side, she got her passenger to his car very, very quickly, so it's not so bad, you know?
No, because she also took out several other cars along the way, Layla.
Can you please let me out? Please let me out. Please let me out.
I honestly don't see anything wrong with that. I think it's totally perfect driving, in my opinion.
Exactly. You're the polite rage of that dude after the accident, too?
He just was
gets
so
up, could you
kind.
please let me out? I need to vomit and urinate profusely.
Yeah, I would have knocked her out. All right, coming in at number 2 today and guaranteed to waste a lot of time at the office this week, it's the Spool Creature Creator.
Yes, I love this thing. This thing is awesome. It's the first part of Spore, which is Will Wright's latest addition into the, quote, why I should be hailed a genius file, end quote. It hit the interwebs yesterday, actually, but we're having so much fun with it.
Yeah, it's a trial version of the life simulation game where you can tinker with genetics to create your very own Spool Creature. It's very creative.
Well, and that's the thing. There's almost, I should say there's an almost limitless number of ways to make your creatures.
Right.
And you can already see it in some of the pictures that people are posting online. They're having so much fun with this. I mean, the game can stretch as far as your imagination can go. Like here we see, you know, the Wangus Maximus,
It's
or
so artistic.
the playful Phalophant there. Don't know why we had a problem with that standards and practices, but of course there's also the very popular Lady Pleaser. And the point is, Layla, it's called a sandbox game. You know, so you can do whatever you want within the old box.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I played with the sandbox all the time.
Yeah, well, that's not
Lots
something
of
you should
fun.
let go now that you're older, because it really can be quite monetary. So here we have the Creature Creator up and running. We have the demo here. So let's just make ourselves something, shall we? So you can see exactly how
This
easy
is
it is
all
to use.
you, right?
Yeah, we're making a little creature
involved.
here. Let's make a show mascot. So we got this little like 2-mouth creature. Let's just grow. Let's grow 2 of these out here. You can see there's some fur down there. We can make the mouth make it wider or thinner. What do you prefer here? You want to make it grow? What do you?
I just don't want to say anything right now.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Here we can see, but look how easy it is to mess with joints, and you can add things if you feel like, oh, let's put some little fur patches there, huh? Let's just do that, and
So it's not
just
the
snap those
Brazilian
on.
style.
No, not at all. There's no reason to keep your creature shaved, and then you can click a button, and there it is, flopping around in the wild with some stripes on it. Why? Because racing stripes make it faster. There you have it, folks.
Do you have a name for this creature of ours?
The New Jersey Cradle.
I love New Jersey.
Yeah. If you've ever been in one, you know, actually not that uncomfortable. Finally, topping off the internet today, it's quite possibly the world's best regionally based automobile insurance chain.
Really? Yes. And we are speaking of course, about Washington State's Fonk Insurance. Now, it's the Seattle-Tacoma region's most famous high-risk auto insurance company, but it's not known for its low rates or stellar customer service, in fact.
No, it's actually known for its ads.
Yeah! Radical! Totally awesome! Dude, drive, don't walk down to Fonk Insurance. Dude, our savings will take you Fonk to the future. I mean, come on! DWIs, SR22s, too many tickets? Fonk Insurance will put one...
Oh, you hit me! Buddy! Great book! I've seen the future of car insurance! Do you know what this means? Talk to Fonk? Precisely! And remember to honk when you drive by Bird Fonk! Oh, you hit me! Honk
To the future. All right. That's not the only ridiculous ad Fonk has, Ed, either. The company's YouTube page has almost 40 of these little beautiful gems.
They're fantastic.
Each year, thousands of new commuters take the bus to work. You, too, can ensure a safe trip every day.
Or you can drive your car! Come on down to Fonk Insurance! We got you covered in all driving situations!
Check out these beauties. Policies like this don't happen often.
DWIs, SR22s, too many tickets, shapoopin'! I want to put your butt back in the car!
Get it put on the phone or log on to the internet.
We're having lengthy discussions about the merits, the technical merits of the commercial. Listen, I think it works, because if I ever become a resident of the East Coast of Puget Sound and get a bad driving record and I need high-risk insurance, The first place I'm looking is Bird Funk.
I actually think that's the nicest thing you've ever said so far.
It is the nicest thing I've ever said. Who's honking for funk? You guys honking?
Funk into the future.
Honk? Yes. It's all right to do that.
Oh,
That's unrehearsed hilarity.
Live
Come on,
TV.
Sean, honk it up. Let's get. To get your daily viral fix and to check out all the viral videos we have to offer, go to g4tv.com/aroundthehonk. No, he's not even paying attention now. He's got his hands in his pockets. He's slouching. Thank you.
All right, and don't forget to catch tonight's 10 o'clock show featuring ATN After Hours.
Yeah!
Exclusive video of sexy babes over here.
Oh, what are we seeing tonight, Layla?
TNA, baby, TNA. Can you stop rubbing your nips in front of me?
Okay.
Kind of grossing me out.
All right. Tonight, we're going to meet a chick with a charming accent from South Africa, huh? Oh. Yeah? FHN's sexiest babe from that country. Yeah. Keep it in the Commonwealth and meet up with her after hours. You know what I'm saying? Oh, come on. Right now, time for the only news you need to know. Here's Kristen Holtz and the feed headlines.
Thanks, guys. Here's what's coming up in the feed. First, it's download day. Mozilla is trying to beat a world record with the most first-day downloads of the latest version of their web browser, Firefox 3. Plus, the new iPhone is so cheap, right? Nope. We've got all the details. And the Delta Squad is lining up as the Gears of War feature film hits the fast track and gets a director. It's all coming your way in just a few minutes. But first, back to you guys.
All right, still ahead in the loop, we're talking tech as we go one-on-one with Director of Engineering at Mozilla to talk about Firefox 3. We're going to find out everything you need to know about this new major release and why you need to download it now.
Yes, plus it's TV Tuesday and Chris Score is in the house to review the latest releases of V-Timer 1 and Machine Gun, the uber-violent Asian flick that has the school gun with the machine gun arm. It doesn't get any better than that,
Two of my favorites. And then tons of fun. No, literally, actually. Zach Selwyn brings us into the Sumo World Championships. It's the best sumo wrestling you'll see without having to buy a ticket to Japan. You're welcome.
Around the Net is presented by Mentos. New Mentos gum. It's mouth-watering.
Oh, hey everybody, welcome back. We are live and we are ready for the big stories of the day.
For some odd reason, this is my favorite segment of the show, you know? It's the only news you need to know. Here it is.
I'm Kristen Holt. Here are your top stories for the day. Happy Download Day! At 10 a.m. Pacific today, Mozilla released the latest version of their Firefox browser as a free download. They're hoping to score a record as well. Mozilla wants Firefox 3 to be listed as the most downloaded first-day software in the Guinness Book of World Records. So far, they're a shoo-in since nobody holds that record at the moment. The software has gotten rave reviews from tech bloggers and promises to be faster and work better with internet applications. We'll have more on Firefox 3.0 later in the loop. And AT&T may be serving iPhone customers as well with a hefty price for the new 3G phone. Remember how excited we were when Steve Jobs told us how cheap the new phones would be? Well, there's a few potential snags. Along with the extra $10 a month that new customers will have to fork over for their data plan, apparently AT&T will be treating the new iPhone just like any other phone in their stable, meaning that people who aren't eligible for an upgrade won't get the phone for the promised price of $199 or $299. They'll have to pay the full boat. And right now, there's no word on how much full price is, but we'll update you as soon as we know. Meanwhile, Intel, the company best known for their processors, are turning their tech towards the sun. They've created a spin-off company called SpectraWatt that will manufacture solar cells. The company will focus on improving how well a solar panel converts light to electricity and cut down on the overall cost per watt. A spokesperson for Intel said that the chip maker is looking at different ways the company can get involved in the development of clean tech, and this is just the beginning. Fans of the Xbox 360 game Gears of War, sit up and listen. Things are finally starting to move on that feature film adaptation of the adventures of the Delta Squad. Len Wiseman is set to direct, and he's no stranger to battles or action. He directed the vampire versus werewolf film Underworld, as well as the latest installment of the Die Hard franchise, Live Free or Die Hard. The action will be set on the planet Sarah, where humans fight against the locust horde for the survival of the race. And finally, sad news for movie fans. Stan Winston died this week at the age of 62. He was a special effects wizard and was responsible for many of the best effects in our favorite films. He won Oscars for his work in Aliens, Terminator 2 Judgment Day, and Jurassic Park. Jon Favreau said that Stan brought a childlike enthusiasm to his craft, and he would know. Stan Winston Studio made Iron Man into Iron Man. They created all the suits for the film. He'll be greatly missed. That's it for today, but don't worry, the feed doesn't stop here. Stay tuned to G4 all day and look for the feed ticker at the bottom of your screen. We'll have all the news you need to know as it happens. I'm Kristen Holt, and you've just been fed.
Thanks, Kristen.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, sumos, you know them, you love them. And recently, Zach Selwyn went to the Grand Sumo Tournament here in Los Angeles to witness the belly slamming in person. While he was there, he also got personal tips and the Japanese art by Attack of the Show's resident sumo, Americas. Sit back and enjoy these modern-day giants in action.
Zach Selwyn here at the Sports Arena for the 2008 Grand Sumo Tournament here in the city of Angel. Now, unbelievably, it's been since 1981 since the city has hosted this professional sumo wrestling event. Sumo is a Japanese contest of strength that dates all the way back to the 6th century, a practice that had its origins in religious ceremonies, developing into the national sport of Japan. And today, the top-ranked sumo wrestlers are here to battle it out for the World Championship.
We have the 40 best wrestlers in Pro Sumo. There's about 40 guys, and it's going to be single elimination. So you lose, you're out.
While at the Sports Arena, we ran into some old friends of the show who aren't competing here today, but will help educate us on the ins and outs of the sport. How does one actually win a match out here?
Basically, you're in a 15-foot diameter ring. Any part of the body besides your feet that touches the ground, you lose. And outside the ring, if you're thrown or pushed out of the ring, you also lose.
There are several techniques a wrestler uses to win a match. Oshidashi, shoving or pushing an opponent out of the ring. Yorikiri, driving an opponent out of the ring by getting your hands on his belt and lifting while advancing. And then there's Shitate Nagi, or underarm throwing, one of the most dominant moves. With the single elimination format and more than 40 competitors, advancing to the next stage is crucial in order for a sumo to be crowned world champion. Top-ranked Asashiro had to fend off several competitors before moving on to the championship fight, where he squared off against Kisen Osato. You were on the edge of the circle, but you fought back and you won. What was going through your mind?
My opponent was very tough, but I used the oldest techniques known in sumo wrestling.
Today I witnessed the power, tradition, and skill that is sumo wrestling. Let's just hope it doesn't take another 27 years to bring this sport back to Los Angeles.
Sorry.
You always throw this ceremonial salt in my eyes, though. It's
any
messed
day.
up.
I could.
You could. The Mongolian Grand Champ there, Asashiro, is actually quite controversial. Last year, he was the first Yokozuna ever suspended for supposedly exaggerating his injuries, which is pretty crazy.
He was also accused of breaking the mirror of the car of a sumo rival in a fit of rage.
I wish we had footage of that. Just like a sumo attacking a Prius.
I've taken a baseball bat to a couple of cars in my day.
Have you really?
Yeah, man. You gotta express your anger. You can't hold it in.
Still ahead, Chris Gore will be here to review the DVD releases of Be Kind, Rewind, and Machine Girl, the story of a schoolgirl with a machine gun arm.
Plus, in great moments in de-evolution, we're all watching horror as a kid gets hit in the head with a 700-pound cannon. Stay tuned. You ready? Let's go.
The feed is brought to you by the U.S. Army. They're strong, and then there's Army Strong. Find out more at goarmy.com.
Your love for car has never been more real. Introducing the first ever Pontiac G8 GT, the most powerful car under 30 grand.
Oh, hey everybody. Welcome back to Attack of the Show. It's our favorite day of the week. Yes, senior citizen discounts, street cleaning in front of my apartment, and of course, DV Tuesday. Welcome back, film expert and doctor of DVdology, Chris Gore, everybody.
That's me, folks. That's me.
How are you, sir?
Good, how you doing?
Doing very well. Glad to have you back.
Excellent.
All right, not to be distracted by the stories Layla was telling on stick cam during commercial
I was
break.
very distracted.
Angry and naked. Let's talk about Be Kind Rewind.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw this movie in the theater.
I didn't see. I saw it on on DVD.
Yeah, well,
off the internet.
It's weird. I think the trailer kind of gave you a different impression that it was an uproarious comedy, which there are aspects of that, but it's really about creativity, taking a piece of cardboard, some markers, and making your own film.
Pipe cleaners, hey, let's make a porno. Right, and they do that. They kind of they introduce the notion of sweeting, making your own version of films. But you know, Michel Gondry's films, they're not always for everybody. Like great music videos, I happen to like his movies. I like Science Asleep, I like Eternal Sunshine, but some people say this is a little too much for me. What do you think about Be Kind Rewind? Is it a little more palatable for general audiences?
I think it is more palatable. In a way, it's almost a family movie because the message is so heartfelt, which I didn't expect from Michel Gondry. I expected something a little darker. Right. But I love this film. I thought it was fun. I think it's sort of inspired by videos you see on YouTube.
Sure. But let's talk about the DVD now because, hey, it's Gondry. It's got to have 1,001 extras. It's probably a 40-disc collector set already that shows you how they made every cardboard cut and how they used every marker and probably sniffed them in between takes.
One would wish that there would be. Unfortunately, all we get on this disc is a little behind the scenes and the trailer, and that's it. And it's disappointing considering that Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind came out with a double disc set which had commentary and tons of behind the scenes. And
especially on a movie like this, you want Jack Black and Mos Def. You want their commentaries. You want Michel Gondry showing the failed concepts from videos. You want all that, and you get none of it?
And yeah, exactly. I mean, you would expect to see the extended versions of each of these movies, like a cheesy video store, and you get to pick out and see Ghostbusters, their version, the full one.
Do you think that version of the DVD will be released eventually, or is this probably it for this film?
Yeah, I suspect. That's why I got to tell you something. The bottom line on this thing has got to be, I mean, it's a rent. Here it is. It's a rent if you haven't seen it.
Okay.
Because I think it's a great film.
But if you have seen it, then you're saying pass this.
If you have seen it, pass, because there will be the inevitable better version that's going to come out.
Okay, all right, let's move on to a film that I happen to see as well, The Machine Girl. Took me by surprise, to say the least.
Yeah, I mean, this is just one of those bizarre, everything you've always wanted to see in a Japanese schoolgirl movie. You
had me a Japanese schoolgirl.
Yeah.
I mean,
just that part.
Haven't we seen them all?
The lead character in this loses her arm in a tragic deep frying accident, and then
trauma.
Gets exactly. It's sort of trauma-esque, but it's the action is done so well.
Yeah, it is.
So the blood effects are hysterical, with just like spraying blood everywhere. People get heads chopped off, punching through torsos.
But is it too over the top to take seriously, or is that the fun of the film? Is that you're almost not supposed to?
That's what works about it, is the fact it's like Evil Dead 2 in the sense that Evil Dead 2 is more of a comedy than a horror film, and this is more of a comedy than an action film, but it's all the things you've always wanted to see just done completely insane, tons of deaths, really creative.
I love it. I could think I could guess your bottom line, but I'd love to hear it anyways. What's the bottom line for The Machine Girl?
You got to buy it just because it's so unique. It's one of those things you can surprise your friends with, and they'll go nuts for it.
Absolutely. And surprise your friends. Hey, why not hang out and enjoy Super High Me?
Oh yes, now that's a great one. Yeah, big fan of this film. And what's surprising about this is, yes, you follow Doug Benson as for 30 days he's clean, and then for 30 days
which is the longest 30 days of his life.
Yes.
I can guarantee you.
He's doing the
look at that
MJ
shirt.
there.
There's no way he was clean. There is no way any sober man picks that out of the closet.
But what's cool about it is they take the subject matter of medical use, prescribed use of marijuana seriously, where he takes the SAT, he takes an ESP test, a physical tests, and then retakes the test after he's been smoking the marijuana.
Been a little medicated.
Yeah, and he actually does better on most of the tests, which is really funny.
Right. Well, not surprising for Doug, but is this movie only for people who like weed, or is this for others?
No, yeah, I actually think it's for anybody interested in the subject matter. I mean, if you're not interested in the subject matter, you'll like it just because the comedy of Doug Benson is hysterical. Right. But I was amazed. There's a thing called a vaporizer. I didn't know about this.
Really?
There are the dispensaries in the state of California.
You're on the show, and the entire audience, and they're looking up from their vaporizers right now, going, "What?"
I'm not paying attention to that stuff.
But there's no smoke coming out of their mouth. Just know that with the vaporizer. Much healthier on the old lungies. I
was amazed how much I learned about it, and just like all the political issues with the medical use of marijuana, and at the same time, you're laughing because Doug Benson works so well.
Hilarious. So bottom line on Super High Me.
Bottom line, buy it, get it. Nice. In fact, you can get it from superhighmemovie.com.
Fantastic.
Check that out.
Yeah, everybody, please support the film. I mean, it's obviously a great film, but Doug's a good friend of the show, and
he's a friend of the show, and it's you'll enjoy it.
He's got some prescriptions he needs to fill, so let's give him some cash. All right, Chris, thank you so much for coming on. As always, a pleasure. Everybody, visit filmthreat.com for more movie info. Are you blushing because Layla was catcalling you?
Yes, I was blushing.
There we go.
Blushing a little bit.
Speaking of which, let's go over to Layla, who's been drafted into our show's official.
And more. Now stick around, we've got more Attack of the Show right after this, including how not to descend an escalator and break moments in de-evolution.
Attack This is brought to you by Break.com. Great flicks, hot chicks, cool pics. This guy's trying for a dunk, but the car might be giving him too much of a boost. What happens next? Does he hit his head on the rim, slam the net, or slip off the car? We're going into overtime, so stick around after the break.
Wrong end of the joystick stuck up in the handhold. You're in line for a pitfall, kid, you get owned. In terms of your two-player mastery, this is once per scan line, not hide and seek. And I'm the pride of geeks who are shameless and brazen in this snobbery over whose console is most ancient and most Asian. Bootleg or legit, emulated rear projection on the side of a blimp. Elevated, point up, point out the pixels, but don't miss your button finger whip for snapper. This old rapper will top your score with his best. Front a lot already did a Polaroid test. It's a nerd's world.
This guy's trying for a dunk, but the car might be giving him too much of a boost. What happens next? Does he hit his head on the rim, slam the net, or slip off the car? Well, he did slam the net, but next time you might want to score the point before you break the backboard.
I got two Hulk-related questions for you. One, did you think this week's new Hulk movie was better than 2003's Hulk movie? And two, do you think it was better than the Iron Man movie from earlier this year?
Two-parter.
Yeah, it was a long one.
You know, here's the thing. I don't know how you feel about it. I know for me, I think it's a no-brainer. I think everybody agrees that the new Hulk film is heads and shoulders better than the old Hulk film.
Yeah.
And there's no comparing the two.
I didn't get to see the Hulk. I was on vacation, but I just, I think Ed Norton would do a better job than Eric Bana for some reason.
He did.
Right.
I hate to say it.
And Iron Man is off the chain.
Iron Man is awesome, and I think like the story and the dialogue of Iron Man was better, I think, than Hulk, but I think the action on Hulk was just on par, if not better, than Iron Man.
But you want an action movie to have a good storyline as well as good action. I mean, that's why Iron Man was so great.
That is true. That is true. So there you go. And as a big thanks for sending in the video viewer mail, we're going to give that lucky dude a free LG View phone.
Yeah.
Look at that right there, huh?
And sexy.
Yeah, look at that. Oh, what is that? I just touched the screen because it's functional. 3-inch touchscreen with a full touch keyboard, 2-megapixel camera, micro SD slot, access to AT&T mobile TV, and if I may say, one of the best boxes ever designed for a cell phone. The packaging on this thing is phenomenal. I'll show it to you on a later show.
Yes, and it's a $300 phone with a contract. But our friend here today is getting it for free. So keep sending in those video emails. You never know what we might give away. Maybe we'll give you Kevin soon, one of these days.
My package is amazing.
Wow.
Now, if life has taught me anything, it's that everybody's an idiot. Yes, from my neighbors to some coworkers.
Hey!
I'm not trusting a single one of them. I love myself in that category.
And thus is humanity, a fishbowl of idiots just waiting to reproduce. And right now we're looking at some of their finer moments and break moments in de-evolution.
flight on that one. All right, kicking off the week that was in stupidity. Not that move. We have a group of little preppy jerks and a tractor tire.
Yes, these kids are proof that going to private school doesn't make you any smarter.
Here we go. Ow.
And look pretty good. Look pretty good. Very good, guys.
That's awesome. By the way, we call that pulling a Winehouse.
Winehouse?
When you go downhill that quick, yeah. It's called pulling a Winehouse. Now, our rating system this week is people who still have dial-up, which is truly one of the dumbest things imaginable. So, Layla, how many dudes on dial-up do you want to give that guy there?
I think I'm going to give him 3 out of 5.
Wow! Handshaking.
Back in the day, the cannon was the most powerful weapon around, striking fear in the hearts of soldiers everywhere.
Yes, but now the cannon is used primarily to hurt, well, American teenagers who were born dumb.
Fun with the cannon.
Really?
Yeah. How many dudes, Kevin? How many dial-up dudes you giving this one?
I don't know. The cannon's a better parent than his father because at least it beats him. I'm going to say 3 out of 5.
Not 7. All right.
That was the V.90 sound.
Is it really bad if you have dial-up?
Yes, don't tell me you have dial-up. Oh, Layla Net Zero Kaylee? Yeah? Huh? Who's rocking the AOL 3.0?
I'm a little ghetto.
All right, last on the docket in the court of the criminally slow is a couple of pals and a couple of wheelchairs and one very massive injury.
Yes, lots of people get hurt on escalators, but this guy does get some credit for finding a new way to do it.
Okay, man?
The kid's back on the escalator again! Man! Probably didn't hurt much.
I've done that without being in a wheelchair, so...
At least you're honest.
I'm a big dork, you know.
All right, Layla, I gotta ask, you know how this works. How many dudes with dial-up does this genius get?
Well, I felt bad for him, so I'm going to give him 5 out of 5.
There we go! A whole lot of nodes. All right, that's it for Break Moments in De-Evolution. We hope you didn't identify.
I did. All right, from some of the world's biggest idiots to some of its smartest people, this summer G4 urges you to stay out of the sun and join us for E308 Live.
That's right, G4 is E3's official broadcast sponsor, and we're your way to get inside this exclusive event.
Yes, our gaming experts will be there live on the floor with an unprecedented 17 hours of coverage, including commercial-free spotlights on Microsoft, Nintendo, and Sony. Plus, we'll preview all things games, which was awesome, always.
Absolutely. E308's live week-long coverage begins July 14th, and it's presented by Wendy's. Only on G4. Still ahead, everybody. That's pigtails.
Oh.
It's hard to do a frosty. Yeah, there we go. Today's worst of the internet is a kid that we've actually failed before.
Yep, Jimmy keeps getting worse, folks. Stay tuned for the epic fail when we come back.
Stick around.
If you dig this, then you dug this, cause I'm all about the nerd life, ward life. If you dig this, then you dug this, cause I'm all about the nerd life, ward life.
For today's epic fail, guys.
Love this part. All right, a few weeks back, we flunked a shrill, unfunny guy who goes by the name of Jimmy for consistently churning out what can only be called the internet's worst videos.
Yes, but some of Jimmy's YouTube clips have nearly 2 million hits, so now we're failing everyone that enjoyed his crap too.
Score 1 for Jimmy. You don't mess with Jimmy. It all started with an interview.
Hello, Jimmy. Thanks for taking part of this interview.
You're welcome.
Okay, so I'll just ask a few questions and you'll answer them.
Jimmy always answers questions.
What is your favorite brand of peanut butter?
I love Skippy.
Of course you do. Do you speak dumbass?
Jimmy doesn't like these questions. If you don't leave, I'm gonna shove this banana up your ass. Your ass needs potassium.
What a dork.
The last line was okay, but the rest.
All right, let me read some of the comments on his video. LOL, LOL, my stomach hurts from laughing. Oh, brilliant, dude, you rock. Don't stop making these videos, dude.
No, you know what? For everyone that's feeding this beast by leaving positive comments, this fail, it's for you.
Poor kid. All right, go to g4tv.com/AOTS for all the things you saw today and more.
Not poor kid, that's his fault. Poor parents. X-Play is
For
up next.
everyone,
Hey, everybody.
for us.
Big thanks to Layla Kaylee for helping out today.
Thank you for having me, you guys.
You want to show them pigtails as we go to break? I think pigtails in the feed very soon. It will happen. See you guys.